sister. This is part 4 of how to fix your man picker. So maybe you're thinking your man picker is broken. Maybe you keep finding yourself down the rabbit hole with the same guy, or you keep attracting the same guy to you, or perhaps you just find yourself with the same person over and over. They look different, they act different. I've been talking about this for weeks, and here we are in week 4, and there's another piece to this. So again, it's like, why is this happening? And we've been talking about beliefs and patterns and programming and taking some shame off of you that you might have thinking something's wrong with you, because there's nothing wrong with you. There's just some tweaking to be had, some healing to be had. And we've talked about how self-esteem plays into it. And today we are going to be talking about your heart. Yes, your heart. So check in with yourself right now. Does your heart feel open? Does your heart feel ready to receive love, to connect with another? Because we're going to be talking about the lover archetype. There's 4 different energies that run through us, 4 different archetypes, and the lover archetype is about connecting and bonding. And if your heart has been betrayed, anybody here? If your heart's been betrayed, if somebody has left you unexpectedly, if somebody's died on you, if you've just had your heart crushed in some way and you don't feel safe, there's a really good chance that you've got a little bit or a lot of bit of a wall around your heart. So how is that going to affect your man picker, you might ask? Junie, how will that affect my man picker if I have a wall around my heart? Won't I still pick really great guys? It's not that you won't pick great guys, and it's not that you won't find some really awesome dudes that will love you up even if your heart is kind of in lockdown. The thing is that energetically, if you're kind of closed off and you're in your fear of, I don't know if I'm safe, that is going to affect how you view the world. Make sense? So if there's a part of you that is afraid to open up to love, you might find people that are not going to be a good fit for you, because then you won't have to open up. Does that make sense? Think about that for a moment. Really, just think about that. If you're scared and you don't feel safe and you have your drawbridge up at your castle gate, your heart being the castle, and you have the drawbridge up because you're scared that somebody's gonna trample all over your heart and you don't feel comfortable, that's going to impact who you let the drawbridge down for. So maybe you let the bridge down for people that are not going to be serious in relationships. Maybe you let the drawbridge down for people that aren't going to show up for you, and then you don't have to commit to them and you don't have to get vulnerable with them. That's what affects your man picker. This is another piece of it. So what do? Well, you start working on how to be safe within yourself. Yeah. Because the world, as we know, is crazy. It's a crazy world. It's full of mystery, and we never know what's coming. And the one thing you can be in control of is your own heart and your own safety. And when you feel safe and solid within yourself, then you can let somebody in. And if you can let somebody in, you could open up and connect with them in a really beautiful, precious way. But until, oops, that's my alarm waiting, reminding me to not miss you. So yeah, if there's some fear around being vulnerable, about really being seen, about being open and able to allow someone to really come into your heart, if there's some fear around that, then we need to get you more solid inside yourself so you know that no matter what happens, you're going to be fine. You're going to be secure. But as long as that little girl inside of you, that part of you that's like, oh, I don't know if I'm ready to do this again, and I'm not so sure I can really connect in the way I used to connect. I've been hurt so many times. That is going to impact who you decide to partner with. And then you might find yourself going, oh my God, I'm finding all these emotionally unavailable men. Well, not a surprise. If they're emotionally unavailable and you have a closed heart, that might be the perfect fit. And then you'll complain about it, but at the end of the day, it's kind of the perfect fit. If they're not tapping into their emotions, you don't have to either. Or if you have your heart kind of in lockdown and somebody comes along and really wants to connect with you, you might push them away because you think that they're maybe too eager or too ready to commit. You might find reasons why they're not okay, because there's that part of you that's like, ooh, I'm not ready. Bottom line is that I'm not going to keep coming up with ideas, because if you know me well, I really suck at that. And I own it with pride. That as long as you have a heart that has been hurt, if you haven't found a way to be at peace with it and to have some really good solid support within your heart, to know that you are safe no matter what, chances are you're going to find people that are not going to connect with you in the way that you want to be connected with. You're not going to feel trusting because you're not trusting, because you're scared. And that's okay, sister. That's okay. You've had some challenges in your life, and maybe you've let go of a long-term relationship and you're starting over. Maybe you haven't dated in 30, 40 years. I mean, these are the kind of women I work with, and they start off by saying, can I really do this? I have no idea how to date. I'm really scared. I don't know how to talk to men at this age. I don't know how to open up my heart and have an authentic relationship. Didn't work out before. How am I to be sure that I'm safe now? And those are really good questions. And that's why I'm going to invite you to consider coming to the Loveathon, which is happening in a couple of weeks. In the Loveathon, which is my favorite event, it's 7 days for about an hour a day. We're going to look at not only this lover archetype, but the other 3 as well. And you're going to learn the 5 keys to magnetize midlife love. And it starts with updating your inner software. Yes, updating your inner software so you can feel safer, so you can open up your heart, so you can see more clearly, so you can make better choices, so you can have different beliefs about yourself and know how valuable you are. And there's one more, which is your warrior energy, which is about setting boundaries and having good communication, which is what we're going to talk about next week. Cat's out of the bag. That's what we're doing next week, the fifth day of how to fix your man picker. Because frankly, if you don't know how to communicate and have healthy boundaries, trust me, that man picker is going to be a little wonky. So the Loveathon is coming up. It is a free event for you to join me. I love it. I get to connect with you all, and you get to connect with an amazing sisterhood of brilliant, wonderful, yummy, open-hearted, I'm like backwards with my words today, open-hearted women. And we're going to have a lot of fun. We're going to run contests. There are going to be some fun prizes. And it's a total love reboot for you to really amp up your self-esteem and know your heart's calling more than you've ever known before, and to really have some deep compassion for yourself so that you can really, really date well. Yeah. Because this is about helping you call in your soulmate. And we got to get you straight first. We got to get you connected and clear about your own soulmate, your inner soulmate. Because if you're not loving yourself, it's going to affect your man picker. And you're going to learn some hot dating strategies. So I'll put the link below. I hope you join me. And for now, just keep checking in with your heart. Love yourself up. And work on trusting yourself. Work on creating a safe environment within yourself, because at the end of the day, that's really what this is about. Because when you can trust yourself and feel safe within yourself, then you can truly open to a very delicious partner. All right, that's Tips for Love Tuesday. Next week is our week 5 or week 6. I'm losing track. I think it's week 5 of how to fix your man picker. Mwah! Be well, sister.